Hey, it's David Beck from BreezeFlippers, back in my office. Gonna do a midweek update, kind of let you guys know where we're at. We've had some crazy weather in North Florida, 8 inches of snow, and postal system was shut down. Everything's been shut down in Florida, of course. So we'll talk a little bit about what to do when that happens, and we'll kind of update you on what's sold so far this week. Let's get into it. First of all, I got to apologize for a couple things. One, for how I sound, because between last week being in Atlanta with around thousands of people and this week with this crazy weather that we've had, I've managed to catch a cold. So if I sound bad, I apologize for that. Also, in the last video, I didn't realize until after I got into post and tried to correct some of it that I might have been hitting my microphone when I looked down or turned my head, and it was muffling the sound. So we're going to try some different positions with the microphone. Hey, it's all a learning thing, right? So we're going to keep learning as we go, and hopefully we get it right. And maybe after the 100th video, we'll start doing things a little bit better. But until then, we'll figure it out as we go. So we've had some okay sales this week. It hasn't been tremendous. It's been kind of a weird week though, because starting Tuesday, we got almost, well, at our house, at least 8 inches of snow. Unprecedented for this area. We don't get snow in Florida. So basically you can understand, as soon as you get snow like that, everything shuts down. And at the end of this video, I'll throw up some pictures of how it started, what it looked like, and what snow looks like in Florida. You might see snow all the time, but we don't. Now, being a boy from Iowa, I've had my fair share of snow, and I moved down here in Florida to get away from it. But it followed me. It took 29 years to get to me. But anyway, it was neat, and happens once. That's great. It's a 100-year storm. Let's hope it doesn't happen again, because it does interfere with a lot of stuff that's going on. So, and the one thing was I couldn't ship. Post office was shut down for 2 days. So we'll have to deal with that. But that's, we'll talk a little bit about that too, because I've seen some comments of other people having trouble with eBay customer service. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But first of all, let's take a look at a few things that have sold. Well, first to let you know, I've already shipped most of it. I have 2 items left that I haven't shipped, but we'll talk real quick about it, and I'll pop it up on the screen. First of all, we sold some Nintendo Wii games. We ended up with 6 of them, I think: Skate It, Boombox, Mario Party 3, CSI, Wii Fit, and Wii Play, I believe. And we got $14.39 for those, and shipped out with $6.99 shipping. That went out on Monday, I believe. Then on the same day, we also sold 5 DVD lot. It was The Fountainhead, Other Side of Heaven, The Sword of Lancelot, and Excalibur. So that went out as well. And that we got $8 for that. Not a lot, but again, I picked those up at the Goodwill bins. Paid pennies on the dollar for them. So that was a good sale as far as I'm concerned. I also sold a couple of trade paperback comic books. I sold The Walking Dead Compendium Volume 1 paperback along with Days Gone By, and this was a lot of 2 books. I only ended up getting $12.25 for that, plus $6.99 shipping. And then we sold another comic book, Spider-Man 2016 number 12. This was basically a Miles Morales Spider-Man, and it's the Gwen Stacy kiss, so kind of a cool comic. I had one of these left, and it sold for $18, and we got $5.99 shipping. Now, this item had been in the store for a while, and it was a remote control car. I think we picked it up, to be honest with you, at the bins. Again, one of those things, we picked the bins, paid pennies on the dollars for it, but it was a water and land RC car. I had actually found the car, and then a few minutes later in another bin found the remote. So I was like, oh cool. So I threw it in ours and we bought it. But turned out I don't have the charger for it, and it takes a special charger. Well, I didn't want to buy a charger for it, so I thought, well, I'll put it up for sale as is, not tested. And it finally sold, but I had to take really a pretty low offer for it, $6.99, and I think we got $8.99 shipping for that. We also sold a couple of fugglers. If you're not familiar with fugglers, they're really ugly little dolls, but these are the actual plastic vinyl fugglers, and these are very small, 3-inch size. There was a lot of 2, and they're in the box, so sold those for $8.99. That was part of a lot that I picked up off of Mercari a while back, and we've been selling them off and making pretty good money on them. We didn't pay very much for them, so I think we're into each one of them for probably less than $1. So we've done pretty well with them. And I think we've got, that might have been the last one. So we've sold a bunch of them. Plus I have some little plushies of that. And again, if you've never seen a Fuggler, they're ugly, but they're kind of cool. So there's a big following for them. So that went out as well. So we got a couple more sales. We'll talk about those in a minute, but let's kind of talk about what happened this week. So again, and I'll show some video again at the end of it to show how it progressed with the snow, but we had some snow, crazy snow. So everything essentially shut down on Wednesday. So I did have some packages that had to go out. I did work with our drop-off point. We were able to get some of them in on Tuesday as the snow was coming down. And then we were able to get a few more later that day. And then the first thing, I think, we didn't really have anything to send out Wednesday morning because everything was shut down. But I did actually get another order out late Wednesday or late Tuesday that ended up getting into the post office. So this is the best you could do, right? They actually ended up picking those up, so those got scanned. But then Wednesday, I had to drop off packages. Post office was closed, so I put them in their drop box, just to hope that today that they'll go through, which I believe they probably will, but they're going to be a day late. So here's the thing, right? It's not really going to hurt my metrics that much because we're 100% on shipping. But if it does come back and we get a 0.2% or a 0.3 or 0.5 or whatever percent, deficit on that, the best thing to do is just click into to the customer service and get them to call you and just get it taken care of. Now, I'm on a lot of Facebook groups where I've seen people complaining, throwing up complaints. They throw up a picture of the boiler letter that they get when they send an email to customer service. Let's be honest, folks. There's a lot of people calling customer service at eBay all the time. If you send an email to them, you're probably going to get a boilerplate letter back, which means that it's a standard letter. It has a standard answer. It takes parts of what you send and puts it in there and says, sorry, we can't do anything, or sorry, this is the way it works, or sorry, this is how it's going to go. That doesn't mean that it's the end of the whole process. You have to get them on the phone and talk to a person. And every time I've been able to do this, 100% of the times, I've been able to actually fix my situation. So I don't ever send anything in email. If you actually go to any of your listings now, I believe, like if you click on your actual listings, I get a pop-up now that comes down on the bottom of my listings that says contact customer service. So that's an option every time I do this now. So I'm not having any issues. There's a little question mark at the bottom that says have us call you. You can click on that. So they're making it a little bit easier to get a hold of them. You just have to maybe take a couple extra steps, and I've been able to do that every time. And I've gotten a call back literally within 2 minutes of every time I've ever requested a call, and they've always been very helpful. So don't take a letter as the first and last answer. Get on there and actually do something about it, because you can kind of push through those and get them done. Like I said, I'm not going to be too concerned about 2 orders that were going to be late because they didn't get a scan. And a lot of times eBay will come back and say, oh, because of this situation, the post office is being closed. They go ahead and fix it for you. So I'm going to wait and see how that goes. And if they don't take it off, then I'll get a hold of them and it will get taken care of. So don't ever give up on it. And, if you're on those Facebook groups, don't be the first person that go out there and complain, because that's honestly, there's so many people that actually will tell you the otherwise. I mean, I'd say go out and ask questions more so than you would say just like complain straight up that this isn't working, because it's not that way with a lot of people. And I've had pretty good experience. Maybe you haven't. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what your experience has been. So let's go back and take a look at what also sold. We had a couple more things. First of all, sold the last 2 of my Air Force hats. Same buyer bought both of them. These sold for $11.24 each, so we got $22.48, and we're going to get, I think, probably $6.99 shipping, because it will add on to that shipping. And then last but not least for this week, we also sold one more adult magazine. This one's actually vintage. It's got Bo Derek on the front. It's really vintage. 1981 September. This one sold for $14.24. It does have free shipping, and that's going to be going out today as well. So not a bad week. I think if we start looking at our numbers, totals for the orders for this week, we're at 163.88, but this is Thursday. So I fully expect we'll have sales over the weekend. And of course, we'll do our Sunday video as well, what ships, and talk a little bit about what's going on there. But, you know, if I still look at the numbers for performance for this year over year compared to last year, we're still 65% ahead of where we were last year. So I'm not complaining. I think we're starting out 2025 in a good way. I think that the sales are going to come. It's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit more effort. And we're going to have to really utilize the eBay tools the best that we can, and maybe start doing some more stuff with social media. We do have a few other things that we're going to try as well. We're going to expand our horizons a little bit and start selling on some different platforms. We're already selling Mercari and Poshmark, but I am going to start selling on Dibdit here soon, and I'm going to start doing lives, and I think that'll be an exciting option. So if you're not a member of Dibdit, you can use the link. I'll put it in the comments to go get $5 off your next order of $10 or more. And when you do, I get a $5 credit as well. So we both win-win. And you can go on Dibdit and actually take a look at stuff. So you can go to dibdit.com, D-I-B-D-I-T.com. It's on the District app. And I'll be honest with you, it's a great little community, and it's being run by the Trash to Cash guys. So I think it's really a great opportunity for people to get some really good stuff at decent prices, and also for sellers to open up a new avenue. So it's something we're going to try. We're going to try doing some live selling. We tried Whatnot. Not a great experience for me. I know other people have great experiences. Can't say anything bad about it. And it was just something that wasn't working for me. And so I'm hoping this one works better, because I like the idea of live selling. It's kind of neat. Hey, I'm a 80s kid, so I grew up on QVC, so I knew what that was like. So this is kind of like the new QVC. So anyway, that's what's been going on for this week. Like I said, not a terrible week, you know, so far $163 in sales, but I expect that it'll get a little bit better by the weekend. Hopefully things will start to normalize a little bit, and some of this snow is going to be melting away, which is starting to today. I can actually see the street. And maybe the dogs will start going back outside again too, because they have not liked this at all. They are Florida dogs as well. So I realize if you live in the Midwest and the North, this is nothing to you, but in the South, this is crazy. So anyway, enjoy the little bit of video that comes at the end of this. I appreciate you being here. And I hope that maybe I can help somebody with something, or I could give you some advice or things about customer service. But, you know, if you have some comments, please let us know. Let us know what your situation has been. And if you have a chance, please like and subscribe. It'll really help us to start to grow this channel. That's our goal right now. We'd like to get above 100 users, members, and then kind of keep growing from there. But, you know, we're excited about what we're doing, and we're enjoying it, and we hope you are too. So I'm David Beckham, BreezeFlippers. We'll see you. Come on, Missy. Come on, what do you think? Is this crazy? We're in Florida. Is this the end of the world? What is this? It's insane. I've not seen anything like it. Oh my gosh. Missy, come out and play in the snow. Come on. Come on out here. She's like, oh heck no. What do you think of this, huh? It's frozen water. What do you think? What do you think? Don't think much of it, do you? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And it's not slowing down. It's gonna have a hard time sticking to the cement though, because it retains heat. Okay, y'all. We are in Florida, and yeah, we're in the northern part of Florida, so I guess this is okay. But this is insane. I've never seen anything like this in Florida. I've seen stuff like this in Iowa, and I'm quite used to that, but not here. I know, I love it. This is so cool.
Have you been to Tiger Point yet?
No, not yet.
If you go to the clubhouse, people going down the hills.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah,
oh, I bet they. I never even thought about it being. Oh, yeah.
I just came through, saw a bunch of people up there. It's really cool.
Oh, man, I gotta go check that out. Yeah, I definitely gotta capture this. This is not gonna happen again for a while.
OMG.
This is
People
awesome.
have good stuff.
Yeah, some people have.
Jeez.
Hey, they're over here. If you want to see
It looks so cool. Snow day in Florida. It's awesome.